surgical team and are connected to the trocars. Once complete, Dr. Mayer moves away from the table and over to the robotic console several feet away. The robot won't make a move until the doctor is looking through the binoculars, his head touching the console. Foot pedals control the camera, and
this is called a clutch. It allows me to freeze the robotic arms and readjust where my hands are.
Now Dr. Mayer can get to the heart of the operation. He slides his hands into position at the controls below the binoculars. The robot arms move as his hands move, but he is not physically touching the patient. With different instruments, including scissors and other grasping tools, he cuts and cauterizes.
Now the cervix and uterus and ovaries and tubes are separated,
and they are removed through the vagina. Now Dr. Mayer does the internal stitches, not with his own hands, but with the robotic arms. You can see just how precise they are. Once the internal stitches are done, Dr. Mayer returns to the operating table to help disengage the robot, release the CO2, and stitch up those 4 holes on her belly. Soon Laverne is recovering, and when we visit her 11 days after the operation, she's feeling great.
I feel wonderful. I feel beautiful.
One of the key benefits of robotic surgery is a notably quicker recovery time. The Da Vinci is being used for hysterectomies as well as heart and prostate surgeries too. We have much more on the Da Vinci on our website at WFSB.com. All you have to do is click on Health.
A new study says weight loss drugs may not be the answer for overweight diabetics. A Canadian study has found that good old-fashioned measuring of your food portions can be just as effective as prescription drugs. It can actually work even better. It also says a colorful dinner plate with plenty of veggies is helpful. The study reports that those who stick to counting their portions can sometimes even reduce their insulin intake over time.
Now, Channel 3 Early Warning Weather, powered by Early Warning Pinpoint Doppler, tracking weather in your town and everywhere in Connecticut.
One more hot day across Connecticut. Yesterday we saw the temperatures climb to the 80s, today the 90s, and now that we have reached the 90s, it looks like we are staying here for a little while. We'll talk more about how long it will last and the potential for a heat wave coming up in just a moment. Right now, though, our early warning pinpoint Doppler, it is scanning clear, but this time tomorrow we will likely be tracking some showers and some thunderstorms, if not in Connecticut, approaching Connecticut, all in association with a cold front that will eventually bring an end to the heat and humidity. In fact, quite a dramatic temperature swing is in the forecast over the next several days. There's our city cam from downtown Hartford looking skyward. Lots of haze out there on this Tuesday afternoon and evening. There's our city cam view from New London. Again, we've had a sea breeze keeping the shoreline towns a little bit cooler. Here you can see high temperatures across Connecticut from 77 in Groton to as high as 97, a 20-degree temperature spread up in Enfield, 96 Hartford, also Meriden, 92 in Torrington, so even the Litchfield Hills seeing the heat, 91 in Milford. So very warm today. Temperatures tomorrow very similar to what we have currently across Connecticut. Here's our live conditions across the state. 87 Milford, 87 in Norwich, 94 Hartford, also in Enfield, 88 currently in Stores. And the big picture showing that high pressure remains in control. It's a Bermuda high, meaning that it's going to continue to pump in a southwesterly breeze with very warm and moist air. You can see some showers and thunderstorms developing well down to our southwest. Those will likely be happening as we go throughout the day tomorrow here in Connecticut and off to our west. Here's the slight risk for severe weather tomorrow. This is from the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma. They rank this on a scale from slight to moderate to high. So tomorrow it does include basically the Interstate 84 corridor and points to the west. So we'll be tracking storms as they develop tomorrow afternoon westward and then pushing into Connecticut. And then as we close out the work week, this should say on Thursday, we should be saying from Wednesday into Thursday, that chance for severe weather goes into Connecticut as well. So we'll be monitoring that situation very closely again from late tomorrow throughout the day on Thursday. By Friday, things will be clearing up quite nicely. Here's our early warning futurecast. Tomorrow's weather today, 7 o'clock this evening, showing the clear skies across the state. Will be quite mild and muggy overnight. Tomorrow morning, starting the day mostly sunny. By tomorrow afternoon, 3, 4 o'clock, possibly a couple showers developing in the Litchfield Hills. Otherwise, a more impressive line of storms could be moving in between 8, 9, 10 o'clock tomorrow night. Once that moves through, we're going to start the day on Thursday with partly to mostly cloudy skies, and watch what happens through the course of the afternoon with the daytime heating and a cold front moving through. Yellows and oranges breaking out all across the state. So the air mass very tropical in nature. We're going to look for some very heavy rain as these develop, plus the potentials there for lightning and as well for these to reach severe limits, meaning we could be dealing with some hail and some gusty wind as well. So that is again the time frame of interest on Thursday. So we'll be watching that very closely between now and then. Overnight tonight, tranquil upper 60s to near 70. So quite warm as you step out the door tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon. Again, very similar to this afternoon. Mid 90s inland, lower 90s for the shoreline, 84 though for New London with the sea breeze kicking in through the afternoon. There's our early warning 3-day forecast. Chance for thunderstorms late in the day tomorrow, otherwise hot and humid. Some of those storms on Thursday could be severe, 85 at the shoreline, 89 inland. So if we don't make it to 90 on Thursday at Bradley International, officially this is not a heat wave, so that is going to bear some watching as well. Then on Friday, much cooler with clearing skies and temperatures. Look at those as we close out the work week in the upper 70s. On Eyewitness News at 6 o'clock, more on what to expect for the upcoming weekend. In the meantime, and anytime you're away from your television, you can always go online, WFSB.com, click on weather and get access to anything and everything weather you could possibly want and need for Connecticut.
Now, Rachel Lutzker in the Pinpoint Traffic Center.
State police are still very busy through downtown Hartford. There's this one crash on the northbound side of I-91. You can see some yellow here, south and even northbound side, but 5 and 15, of course, not affected there by this crash. This is out by exit 27, and that's where we are finding 2 lanes blocked currently with this accident. Some heavy delays, and that you can see here by all this red on the map. Now, northbound, we start to slow up just at the approach of West Haven's 43. It's a crash that's still off to the side of the road, but then once you get past it, we're still dealing with this second crash, which is out by exit 46. Again, still trying to wrap up there, so very heavy on that northbound trip. We'll take you out to Hartford, show you a quick check along 84. Westbound's improving fast. Eastbound side is still delayed, though, from Sisson Avenue straight into the Hartford Tunnel. Before you get behind the wheel, get online. Go to WFSB.com, click on traffic, and sign up for free Pinpoint email alerts to your computer and cell phone.
In the Elm City, the mayor is celebrating some student success. It's just one of the stories we have for you tonight as Eyewitness News goes everywhere, town by town. In New Haven, graduation day is quickly approaching, and Mayor John DeStefano is taking some time out to spend with 7 special students. Most of them have overcome personal hurdles just to make it to graduation day. He says these students have powerful stories that represent the majority of the city's young people who have succeeded. In Windsor, it's the 10th annual Connecticut Radio Information System Golf Tournament. Chris provides daily readings of newspapers and magazines for people who cannot read due to the loss of vision or other disabilities. The tournament is a major fundraiser for Chris. In West Hartford, for the rest of the week, the northbound lane on Raymond Road will be closed. Construction crews are putting up siding on the REI building. Drivers will be detoured to Memorial Road for the evening.